are you all? I can always tell the power of this ceremony by the Heyoka medicine that shows up on any given day when I'm getting ready to light the fire and testing things. And sure enough, we test. I will say we test. So I had the Zoom up. I was running it. I was testing it. I had the sound going, and I went to take it live to Facebook, and it didn't go live. There's like an issue with the Zoom app, which hopefully they're going to straighten out before our next presentation. But if not, we'll figure that out too. There is no keeping the light from shining bright. I'll repeat that. Forces will try to counterbalance nature. Like, think of it as a wind counterbalancing, but that the light will always shine. You may wonder, I lit the fire because you can't really have a opening ceremony or an opening talk if the fire's not lit. But I haven't lit the candle yet that we will light after we call in the directions. And I can't see. I suppose I could be looking here, but I'm looking here and I'm present here. So hopefully Erica and some of the Windies, graduates of the 2-year, well, ended up being 2 years, many of them, apprenticeship program. And I'm reworking that. So you'll hear more about it as I figure it out. But right now, there's a lot of them are presenting, and a lot of them seem to be presenting on Saturday. They have like really great information, and I'm really looking forward to it. And today, I don't know if you saw it, Wyatt, who is one of our youngest and male wind apprenticeship people, he did a great reading, and he's become quite the content creator. So check it out. It's entertaining, it's informative, and it's deep. I'm assuming, let me see if people are here so I can start. It's 4:02. That was just like a little warm up. It looks like we're live. Okay. Looks like there's a few people here. Great. Thank you. Some of you are new. Some of you don't know who I am. Some of you have never been to the Wind Clan. Some of you have tended fire for many years. And some of you, this is your first time here. I'm Renee Baribeau. I'm known as the Practical Shaman. This is, I don't know if you can see it, this is a award-winning, Nautilus Gold Award-winning Hay House book called Winds of Spirit. And it's kind of our wind Bible. And you'll be getting a little bit of wind information here. And if you haven't read this book, this is one like the Book of Ruins and Animal Speaks, those types of books that are going to be on the bookshelf for a long, long time to come. So you might as well order it right now and get going. This is kind of an overview of the process of what we're going to do. Then I'll open up the directions and light the candle. But first, this is more of the introduction. And my good friend Sandra Ingerman is going to come on after me. I'll start another live here, and she's going to be doing a journey. So I'm not going to be doing a journey today, but I will be doing a journey at some point in the process because I always love to do that. So the actual event started, I think it was in 2012 or 2011. One of the years I had the Desert Healing Arts Center, and we had 30 wisdom keepers from around the world did a 30-second prayer, and we put it all in a compilation, and we had a big fire in my Healing Arts Center backyard. And ever since then, this has been like an annual tradition, and it's really been quite a it's just developed quite over the years. And it's grown into what we call the fire tenders gathering, where you will keep your own altar, you'll keep your own light burning, and then somewhere in the middle of the ceremony, you'll send us a picture of your altar. I received a lot of pictures of altars today, and you know what I would just suggest to people is wait until the ceremony's going. Wait until you've held your altar for a few days, because everyone who's ever done it before knows that the altar changes with the people who are participating and all of that. And so you think, oh, I'm just lighting a candle. There's not too much to it. But if you think about it, that, probably 12, 13, 1,400 people have registered for this event. And not every one of them is going to light a candle. But every single one of them has had a really hard year and really things that they want to come and dump into the fire. I can guarantee it, because I've done this enough years to know that when the candles are burning, some days it's really hard to hold that energy. And it can be really difficult. So I have things like Florida water. I have things like protection spray. I have protection wax. And I'm not saying that you need to protect yourself, but you do have to be conscious of, you're opening up your heart, you're opening up your altar, you're opening up your space to say, hey, I'm strong enough to transmute my darkness into light. And because we're in a circle, we're going to all transmute light with each other. And so we need to do these things. One of the other things that I love to do, and I do it a lot during this time, is I take salt baths. And these salts, if you don't know Erica, she'll be presenting, I don't know when, but she has these great winter solstice salt baths that she's created. She's created a wind blend, and then she has a traditional blend, and they're made right in Colorado. And I love her new packaging. I just have to say, I love the new packaging. And the other thing that will hold us is the wind spirits. This is did you notice you came to the Wind Clan? And thank you for coming to the Wind Clan. I got several emails today from people who said, well, I was going to participate, but since you're having it on Facebook, I'm not going to. And I honor those people. That's a choice. But this is a private Facebook group that has over 5,000 people who are seeking the light. And whenever you have 5,000 people who are coming together to seek the light, I believe that we are a channel of light that will then go out into the world. In fact, it's really hazy here today. Can you see? I don't know if you can see behind me, it's hazy, but there's a light that's coming forth from this circle that's really important. And it's really important that we come together in groups and communities. And it might not have to be a fire circle. I mean, last week I was spreading seeds at the beach. It's about coming together with a common purpose with people to share our light. And that is what is needed on the planet at this time. And maybe you'll do it in Telegram or another place, but this is a place that I feel sacred, and it's a place that people can come together and share their altars, share their experiences. It's free to broadcast here. If you don't want to come to Facebook often and you want to watch this, there is an opportunity to buy the whole collection. I'm going to actually download it, and I'm going to pay the videographer to upload it into our windwork.org site. And you can watch it for the whole year, 2 years, 3 years, however you want to watch it. However, the power that's disseminating out into the world has a central fire, and the central fire is hosted in the Wind Clan. Beautiful fire here today. When I lit it, it went up so hot, so fast. It just makes me know that people who are coming are desperate for this transmutation of density into light. How you can find out about what's going on is I will be sending a whole email with the whole schedule tomorrow. I sent the whole schedule. You can print it out and highlight the ones you want to come to, and also they'll be able to be replay on the wall here. So you can definitely come and scroll through them. They'll all be under media. They'll be easy to find. We'll tag them. We'll tag them hashtag IM2023. So you'll be able to do that. Share your altar pictures. What I love to see is the transformation between the beginning, the middle, and the later ones. Now for the video, we don't always get to see the later ones because I pull them from the Jot form, which I've given you a link to. And yes, feel free to donate. That's how we pay our videographer who, works with us this holiday week. So you can do that. And what we want to do on this wall is we want to support each other in the circle, because it's not always easy going when you're holding a candle and committing to yourself for 3 days. You say, oh, it's 3 days. Well, my guess with 24 or 25 presenters and 1,300 people, 3 days at the fire is going to be a lot. And always, 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 if you ever read the testimonies afterwards, people have a transformative experience. It's really powerful to be of service to a community, to a light, to this altar. Okay, and oh yeah, one last thing before we go into the more ceremonial parts is that if you want to get all of the videos, and I think there's some bonus videos in there. In fact, I'll put in the original one from 2012 or 2011. I forget right now which year it is. And it's $62 until tomorrow, and it goes up tomorrow. We're going to talk, before we call in the directions, I'm just going to talk to you about the wind spirits. Some of you saw the picture that I shared today, Ekatel, the wind spirit that I pulled personally for me for the fire. Now, I'm going to invite you all to pull your own personal wind spirit. Now, if there's a wind spinner at the top of the wind clan, that you can just put it in it. And what people tend to do, especially newbies into the group, is they always look for the quality. What's the quality of Ekatel? Well, the quality is passion, but what we're working with, it's a shamanic practice, is to work with the spirit. So we want to call to that wind spirit. When I open up sacred space tonight, I'm going to call to that spirit to come here and be with me at this fire, to give me the passion that I need, or the transmutation of my passion for this. We're also going to call a collective wind for the group that you can, all these birds are just coming over right now. Oh, great. Okay, that's a personal collective wind. And let's just I'm just going to pick it right now. These wind spirit cards come with our Windwalker's Toolkit, which has a wind whistle, which you'll hear, a book, which I told you about, and these wind spirit cards. But there's so many places you can download them on any blog on my site for free. Interesting. It's always interesting. So the wind that I pulled for the group is Ilmarinen, the Finnish wind, and he's the inventor. And he was the wind that worked in the smithy. And he could put anything in his fire and he could pull out magical things like the sampo and that made the grains. And what he did find out was that magic is possible. And we've been seeing the magic that's happened up until this group is where, like, that I got this vision of the flowers for the altar, and I walked into the florist, and there they were on the counter waiting for me. And I have seen there was one day that there was 111 who signed up. There was another day that it was 111. There was another day. Today, I looked at my clock and it was 111. This possibility to forge magic and pull out something new from the fire, something new. And so I was thinking about that today. What is new at the fire for me? And so we can work with this Finnish wind god to find out what is new at the fire for us. You got to pay attention to the synchronicities for sure. And one more thing before we call in the directions is I want to talk about the other day when I was working at the beach spreading seeds. The master gardener talked about vernalization. And I want you to think about vernalization as a metaphor for the community that we're creating. Because we asked him, why are we planting seeds now? It's December. He said, because you want to put the seeds out in the cold. This is what we're doing. We're planting seeds at the solstice for the people in the northern hemisphere when it's cold, because if you don't put them out when they're cold and the seeds don't go into hibernation, they won't know when the conditions are right to grow. And so what we're doing here is we are planting seeds at this fire so that whatever's new that's coming, whatever we're going to pull out from this flame, this smithy of ours that we're creating, this community smithy, will grow when the conditions are right. So you might be in 3 days, hey, Renee, I didn't get this. I didn't get what I thought I came for. Yeah, but come back to me next spring and tell me if whatever it was that you're planting here wasn't starting to grow and sprout. I wrote a blog today over on Medium about that, and there's this great graphic about how the seeds go dormant. And we're in a dormant time where we're in the darkness, the hibernation time. And so, but it doesn't mean that we can't throw our seeds out so that they know that it's cold and that they're going to germinate and they're going to bloom when the conditions are right. Okay, so how do you tend the fire? So you watch for your emails. You come to the presentations. Now, yes, you can order up the collection and listen to them later. And I'd suggest doing that if you can't be here for all 24. I will be here for all 24 because I'm the one introducing all of our guests. But if you can't, order the collection and then you'll receive it. Otherwise, come back here and watch them as you can. Watch the ones that encourage you to plant seeds. You're looking for the people who are going to help you plant those seeds. And then when I do a closing on Saturday, we're going to weave this community. We're going to weave our seeds that we're putting into the cold earth together so that it has the strength of this community light to help us grow. All right, I think I've answered a lot of questions. If not, I'm sure Erica's answering questions and whoever else is in there. But so we're going to call in the directions. And I wasn't sure which wind whistle wanted to come. Then we're going to light the candle. It's a hard one-woman production here. The vagina monologues. All right. Let's go back over here because this is where the mic is. I hope everyone can hear me. I'm not so. I invite you to stand and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And I'm going to begin with the east. Urus. the mighty wind of mind, memories, and beliefs. We invite you to this community fire. As we go deep into the solstice of our minds, may you bring and bubble some of the memories that make us happy, the memories that we might want to wash away, the memories we may want to mulch into the hot fire. You, Eurus, who can go up the eastern seaboard and take out everything in its wake. Take out everything that is not the light within us, within this circle. We are grateful for you, Eurus. We call upon notice, the south wind, the winds of emotional needs and desires. Bring your wants, bring your desires, share your needs, share your laughter, share your joy, share your tears with this fire. This fire can hold it all. We call to notice. You know that sound. Well, notice is coming in like a breeze bringing a fog over here. How's it showing up in your heart, in your fire? Calling to Zephyrus, the west wind. Be here with us. Give us the physical strength, the physical stamina. We thank you. We thank you for all of the endings, all of the harvest. Zephyrus, be here with us as we walk through the night, as we walk through the darkness. I say a prayer for the people that I know who have passed in the last few months. May they find their way home. And we turn to the north. Boreas, you who lives beyond the furthest mountain, you who are the center of our spirit, the center of our community, the center of the solstice wind, this midwinter wind. Be here with us, Boreas. Be here with us at the center of our hearth, at the center of our circle, showing us that the seeds that we plant will grow corn, will come up when the conditions are right. And we're going to blow a wind for the Pachamama, the sweet, sweet mother that's below our feet, connecting us. Ekatal, the wind that I'm working with, who had to dive deep into the underbelly of the earth many times, was born again many, many times. So let's bring that wind down to connect with us of what needs to be born in us. And let's call to Ilmarinen, the Finnish inventor wind, who's going to be at the center of our group smithy. Let's give him 3 deep wind breaths in. In that first wind breath, on the exhale out anything that does not belong in this circle into the belly of the mother that will mulch it. On the second wind breath in, invite Ilmarinen in to help you at your fire, at your sacred altar. And on that third wind breath, on that exhale, let's see us connecting with the community, holding hands and making a strong circle that nothing can penetrate but light. I invite you to close your eyes. And the way we take a deep wind breath is we breathe into the count of 7, we hold it to the count of 7, and then we exhale. Are you ready? Let go of anything into the earth that doesn't belong in this circle. Scan your body in emptiness. And on the second wind breath, invite in Ilmarinen to help you hold sacred space, to help you be of service to other people in this circle, to help you be of service to yourself. And now let's breathe in Ilmarinen again. How does he come? How does he feel? Can you feel this wind embodying you? What is the strength that you're going to give to the other people in this circle? What are you going to hold for each other at your altars? And on this third exhale, imagine connecting all of the altars, everyone who's going to light a candle right now together so that we're stronger, that we're one light. And I invite you, if you haven't already, to light your candle. And to do your best to keep the candle burning until Saturday when we close, or later if you feel called. But this candle will be burning, and I have more candles upstairs that will be burning. And I'm around to answer any questions. You can email us at windblessings@gmail.com. We're here to support each other at this fire. This is a community fire. It's spanning the globe. And we're really honored that you're here with us today. And we will be back with you at 5 p.m. I don't know what time it is now, with an opening by Sandra Ingerman. And she's going to actually take you on a journey to step into the unknown. And then stay tuned, because our whistle maker, Alejandro, is going to be here. It's a recorded session that's in Spanish with subtitles and translations. And he's the maker of this amazing whistle. There's probably other whistles out here of his. But listen to this one. Once again, I'm Renee Baribeau, the Practical Shaman, welcoming you to the 12th annual I Am Symposium Winter Solstice Fire Tenders Gathering, hosted here in the Wind Clan. And we are all thrilled that you're here. And we really look forward to seeing your altars and to sharing time with you at the fire.